Just hanging out in my new favorite watch position. Got the Eno hammock strapped up, and it's really comfy because it's really rolly out here. But this little spot seems to stay pretty dry.
Ow! Hi! Poking my head out.
But the waves are pretty big. But at least we're on a beam. We're kind of running with them, and we've got about 2 more days of this before we make it to the Rio. So should be a long 2 days, but we'll get there. It's a Lotus. Look, I can just disappear. I'm the new companionway. This is gonna make being on watch so much better. It's dry and you can still see all the way around. You don't have to be all the way out in like the wet spraying cockpit. You can see the compass, you can see the chart plotter, you can see out the front. It's gonna be awesome. It's really comfy. Having fun up there?
Okay, yeah. The wind died down a lot since yesterday. So now we're just chilling. 7 hour making our bracelets. I'm here on the hammock and Pumpkin Man is out in the cockpit. It's technically supposed to be raining soon. So he's all suited up. Let me show you. Say hello to the Pumpkin Man.
Hey everybody out there. I got ready for rain.
And on this side, hey Dan.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Watching Sense8.
Ooh, Sense8. So we're all just chilling out here. And we are almost there. We should be there in what, like 30 hours or so?
Yeah, well, almost 24 hours. We should be there by about this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night. The tank leaks in the breeze. It gets water.
We'll be alright if we make it around the horn, and we'll all hang on behind. Oh, we'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. We'd be alright if the wind was in our sails, and we'll all hang on behind, and we'll roll the old chariot.
We still have food, we still have water. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Alles good.
Yeah, I'm taking advantage of this lovely lack of wind because our boat's actually relatively calm down below, so I'm gonna cook some nice warm breakfast. Scrambled eggs sounds pretty good to me.
Breakfast.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hot chocolate cheers!
Cheers.
Thanks again.
The wind is back, so right on time. We had time to do. We had time. We had time to eat breakfast and make some hot chocolate, and then the wind came back. So I think that's a pretty successful mission. What are we, like 80 miles? A little under 80 miles.
Not bad.
We should make it maybe tomorrow. But I'm loving the hot chocolate. Thanks, Dan.
No problemo. Well, Neptune's not giving us a break. We are having to fight and claw and scrape every mile that we can closer to the Rio because every time there's wind it's the wrong direction and then there's no wind and we drift backwards and it's gonna be a long day.
It's kind of funny because it's been raining for 2 or 3 days now, and so all inside the boat is full of rags and wet clothes and wet jackets.
Like a little gypsy village.
a gypsy village. Plus some clothes on the floor. Plus some towels everywhere to keep things from leaking because everything leaks.
And the camera doesn't pick up smell, but if you could smell the inside of our boat, it's dank. It's been a week of sweaty, wet, non-ventilated boat because it's been raining almost every day for the last week. And so it just smells like a locker room in here.
Over the last 24 hours, this is what we've been doing. The wind kind of died down here, and then slowly managed to go here, and then it completely died today. This is our little fun adventure. And then finally, this afternoon, the wind picked back up, and we are jetting straight towards our destination. Right there. Should be there by tomorrow morning. Well, you know. Hi.
How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, it's not raining anymore, but I decided to like properly sleep and be dry.
Cool. We are totally becalmed,
Yep.
but there's a wind line right behind us. Maybe that'll give us what we need to get out of here.
Yeah, but we're drying everything in the cockpit right now.
Everything's so wet.
Because it's sunny, and so all the cushions, all the
Stinks like a
towels.
locker room out here. The hammock.
But it hasn't been sunny since Thursday, so we're drying everything today.
And it was only sunny for one day, and it's been raining for the last 8 days other than that one day. This isn't even all of it. There's still stuff down below. The cushions and stuff in the V-berth. The whole V-berth mattress is soaked because the V-berth hatch is leaking. Everything's soaking wet.
Get clean again. Woo!
Woo, that feels good. It's so fresh.
The good thing about being completely becalmed on a sunny day like this one, aside from being able to dry all of our wet clothes, is that it forces us to relax. You already know our saying, we are in no hurry to go anywhere, ever. With nothing else to do but wait, and since we were exhausted from the passage, we were quite happy to just be lounging around and wait for the wind to come back.
We're going at 1.5 knots.
Well, we're finally moving again. 1.8 knots?
It's a naughty knot, though.
We're moving in the right direction.
We'll make that 10 miles in 7 hours from now.
7 more hours to go. Yeah, 10 miles. We'll make it by morning, I'm sure.
do they work?
Well, we anchored last night. We came in at night, so we anchored kind of far offshore. The water's pretty shallow here. And this morning we're slowly drifting towards the entrance of the Rio Dulce. We're going to find out if we can get Kika a visa on arrival here before we go through. But we've got a guy, Raul, who's helping us out. He's like the local shipping agent. We're just waiting to hear back from him to find out if we're going to cross the bar this morning or if we're going to sail to Belize. So at the entrance of the Rio, there's what's called a bar, which is where all the sand that comes out of the Rio sort of accumulates, and it's really shallow. Here there's a cut that's about 6 feet deep at low tide, and at high tide maybe 8 feet deep, but a lot of people ground on it. And since it's been raining for the last week while we've been sailing, our batteries are not very charged. So we don't really want to use the electric motor too much because we still need to motor up the river itself. So we're going to launch the dinghy and put the dinghy motor on. And since it's calm out here, we're going to tow our boat around and see if that's going to be a viable option for pushing our boat up the river today or tomorrow.
Many sailboats crossing the sandbar hire a local fishing boat to pull them across. So we knew if we got stuck, that would be our plan B. But there is a certain satisfaction in achieving something yourself. With light wind and low batteries, we knew we wouldn't make it across without a little help. So we decided to strap the rig to the side for a little extra push.
Tie it off on the bow, tie it off like corner stern over there, and then see if we can't give a little tug. Alright, so theory is, Kika, do you want a helm and pull the anchor? The anchor's just sitting there, it's not actually in anything, I just dropped it and backed down on it. Do you want to kind of pull the anchor and helm and I'll push with the dinghy at first to try to see an idea like what it feels like and adjust? And Seb, do you want a video?
Yeah.
Holding a course. 2.5 knots.
What?
2.5 knots. That's good. That's not bad.
Yeah, I think we're set. If we can do this up the Rio, it's gonna be awesome. Well, here goes nothing. I'm sure we're gonna bump across the bottom at some point, but that's how you go across the bar in the Rio Dulce.
Aside from the loud noise from the dinghy motor, it worked like a charm. And it's nice to know our little dory can push Uma to about 3.5 knots in calm water.
.2, yeah, we're gonna ground. 0.9.
There's two.
And we're stuck.
Come on, Betsy. Oh, we made it over that one. Picking back up speed again. All right. We made it over one bump. That was fun. Hoist the main.
Yeah, let's do it.
Trying to get all the leverage we can get. All right, we made it through that one.
Yeah.
We're back at 0.3. We get the negative 0.7 we hit.
With the combination of the sails to add an extra push, we were bumping forward through the shallows and into the anchorage like a boss.
get it like bosses. No need for a tow, no need for a guide. That's what's up. We only hit twice, and it was just kind of soft and squishy. But with the sails up and the dinghy motor going and the electric motor going, we had enough momentum to like push over top of them. So that was pretty sweet.
High five.
High five, guys. So why was this maybe all for nothing?
Well, it's great that we got through the SWIMWEAR. It was a successful mission, but our local immigration guide, Raul, we've been texting with him on the inReach asking if I can get a visa on arrival for Guatemala. And he just texted back saying that he doesn't think I can get into the country. He will confirm with us in 30 minutes, but we already crossed the SWIMWEAR, so maybe we'll take a dinghy over to Belize, which is not that far away, or a bus and get the visa thing there, and then I come back. So yeah, crossing fingers that I get my visa anyway. If not, we'll figure out a way. There's always a way.
Thanks for watching this episode, and give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Oh, and of course, subscribe if you haven't done that already so that you don't miss our next week's episode to find out what I had to do to legally check in to Guatemala. Until then, cheers!
Hi Mike, how do you sound? Do you sound good or crappy? Mike? Who's Mike? Mike, the microphone.